Your girl Majestic. I'm loving life and I'm living life to the fullest. I'm enjoying life. Life is amazing. Life is rewarding. Life is aligning. Life is balance. Life is amazing. I hopped on here because I wanted to express and explain why I cannot stand Freemasonry. Now, one thing about Freemasonry that ticks me off is the fact that as a god, as a goddess, as a feminine goddess, a womb, a black womb, you know, I see how they recruit our men. And what I understand in this is the fact of how they, you know, the man, before they wanted the man to be a part of masonry, they're always looking, they're looking around, and these men that they recruit are often gods alone. They're often kings alone, sovereignly. And it is their personality, it is, they have power, you know, they have power. Everyone loves them. Everyone, follows them. They have this power. And it's the thing about Freemasonry is like the Masons, recruit those kind of men with who are okay alone, who have this power, the God self, this strength on their own. And like I said, it's usually men who, are higher vibrational. They're intelligent. They're doing, it's something they're doing too, like maybe a basketball player, or they could just be this vibrant being, and that everyone knows, and then I don't like the part where they recruit them, because why can't they just be this sovereign on their own? Why? It's almost, to me, it's like Masons get mad that this person has this power on their own. There's almost like some kind of envy involved too. And the thing about it all is that the fact that Masonry is clearly the white man's game. It's clearly, the system, the pyramid system, the Babylonian system. It is all about worshiping the external. It is all about worshiping the flesh. It is an external game that they're playing. It's all about money. It's all about competition. It's all about being the best. This is external stuff. And so they basically are turning men inside out too. They go from being the God self to this money worshiping, external, look at me freak. And that's what this goddess is mad about, because these are ways that they're also utilizing the black man against himself. These are also ways that they are utilizing their power and their mental control onto the black man. And he's spreading it to the community now. He's always been this influencer. And so now he's talking about his new flip-flops, and he's just continuously spreading that kind of knowledge to the community now. And so it's like we have to really sit back and question what is really happening to us and how we are also damaging ourselves. To me, it's funny because black men, they jump into it. They don't understand the system of Babylon. They don't understand the worship of the external realm. They don't understand that is completely against who you are. That is completely against your nature to find yourself in the external. That is completely against the black man's nature. He's the Messiah. He's always internal. He's always internal. And So, and then we have other black brothers who are Masons who are recruiting other black brothers. And so basically, like, it's like they're saying, like, no, don't be sovereign, don't be the God self. Come over here, I'm gonna show you how to do it. And these black men are like, oh, okay, I was doing it wrong. Oh, and they just run over there, and usually they're ended up divorced. They're ended up, they're usually ended up. The main thing is they're ending losing their souls. They're losing their souls. That's the main thing about it, is that they're losing their souls. And I've known a couple guys who literally, like, were recruited into Masonry. And both of them, well, one of them was while we were dating, literally while we were dating. And I start getting vibes like this person was just jealous. He was he does not like the thing about me, because I'm a queen. And so when I get with men, we're like Elohim. And everybody loves us. We're very influential ourselves. And back home, my parents had a status, so I was kind of already like out there influentially and things like that. And so everybody like knew us, but people that were looking on, I feel like I even look back and like I feel like I even gave him a little power for them to even want him to be a part of the Masonry, because they weren't looking before we were dating. They weren't looking, and then all of a sudden, and what I got from that too is like it's almost like they were trying to ruin the Elohim. It's like they were, because they it's like they sent a gay guy. All of a sudden, my man was like best friends with this gay guy, and I kid you not, and they were like, it was weird. One time I pulled up and they were on top of each other, wrestling. They were playing wrestle outside, and maybe men do that, but this was like a weird wrestle. And so, of course I cut it off. But I was always like, I was putting the puzzle together. Like, it wasn't clear in my face. And it wasn't until like after my awakening where all this stuff came back to me and it all started making sense. And so, but I cut it off, and then, I would see them together everywhere all of a sudden in public. And then he ended up moving to Atlanta with this guy. I guess they were producers or something. I don't know, but they turned him all the way out, because Eric was like real masculine when we first started dating. Oh, I said his name, I'm sorry. He was real masculine when we first started dating, and then all of a sudden he they just turned him completely out. He started being all fruity and anyways, but like what I'm saying is that, even in that situation, it was like they were looking to destroy the Elohim. They destroyed our Elohim, and then they were trying to destroy his power. And then I feel like they recruit you. It's not that they're not aware that they're going to destroy themselves. They think they're rising themselves, but they're actually destroying themselves. But what ticks me off the most is the fact that they literally lose, they use they take away the guys who, like I said, are kings and who can be great influences to the community and to people, to other men, can show them. And that's what I don't understand, because it's like these other black Freemasons, like they're pulling people from being the God self. Even you're black, so why are you pulling them from becoming their God self and now worship this penny with me? It's like mental illness. It's brainwash. It's straight brainwash. It's mental illness. Because now that's the only way they can get you, because you are the Messiah. The only way they can get you is if you turn yourself inside out, is if you worship yourself externally. That's the only way you will lose your power, your strength. And so that is why they have based a system that surrounds you in worshiping the external, worshiping your thoughts, your mind, worshiping everything of external. When we knew and we know that God is in the formless, God is in the internal, it's formless, it's void, it's space. And that's inside of us. And it's out here. If you just silence your mind, you know. But if you turn yourself inside out and start, worshiping the external, like I said, those kind of men, the strength were coming from the inside. Even one of my other exes, when we were dating, it was the same thing. Like, everybody was just always loving us, and it's like they were asking us for advice. It was just like, that's how it always is when I date men. We just blow up. But like, it's real. I just have an old soul, and usually, like, the guys I date do too. But it's just real, And he was a very funny guy. Everybody knew him. I mean, he's one of the guys, like, everybody knows your name type. Like, he just always had jokes, and he was just upbeat, and he respected everybody, and and a few years later, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, because these guys I'm talking about was like when I was a little younger. I was like in my teens when I was dating these guys. But just a couple of months ago, I heard that he was just completely, like, he lost his mind or whatever. Like, he just was, like, he was a slow talker. He was slurring while he was talking. He just is not the same. And the person I knew was, like, totally, like, fun. He always had jokes. He was always upbeat. And I don't know if this is true, but, like, from what I heard, he was, like, involved in, the last time I was back home, he had moved into a house with, like, 10 guys. And that's what started making me think of Freemasonry. Because it was just a bunch of, like, stuff going on. Like, it's like he was in a sorority or something. And about three years ago, he ends up, like, losing his mind. And it's almost like they, like, kicked him out, or they like, beat him up and was just, like, disowned him or something. But I just really felt like it was some kind of masonry involved. And I don't know, they really messed him up. They really messed him up, and he was like a really great guy, a really wonderful guy. And I just think they don't want the God force. They don't want the God self. And as a black womb, this pisses me off, because that is what we are. And so now they are pissing me off because they are depriving who we are, really. And they say, and that is the corruption of it all. Masonry, they're at the top of the scale, but it's trickled down, and it's happening down here too. People are trading their souls every day. It may not be a masonry saying, "Yo, come with me," but it'll be the same thing in some kind of different reality or form or shape. And so I'm just, like, on here today because I just want to explain that and get that off my chest. Like, I'm tired of the Masons recruiting our men. I'm tired of our men being so naive and just going with it. I'm tired of it. And what they're doing is turning us inside out. What they're doing is trying to make us lose our power, our strength. They're trying to make us leave our power, leave our strength from our own self. Turn around and leave it. That's what they're trying to make us do. And I'm tired. I'm fed up. I'm speaking against it now. And so, you know, that's one thing they should understand. That's one thing they should understand is that the God self is within you. It's not outside of you. It's not external. It has nothing to do with external. That's the only way the white man can defeat you is when you start looking outside of you. That's the only way he was able to do that. And so when I see them recruiting Masons, and I'm not even talking about in my reality, even on TV when I see it, like before they were famous and things, like these people were their God self. And so when I see them recruiting the God selves, then that's what ticks me off. Now you're making them capitalistic. You're making them, and their power is going to come from none other than what they call Satan. That's where your power is coming from at that point. It's not no longer streaming angelic thoughts and thoughts that have you doing the right things. Having you do, things that can help your community help us evolve. They're only helping us de-evolve, which is helping us to move backwards, helping us. And these same people, like I said, they were influencers before, and so they have enough influence now. They're influencing people to go the other way. And I've seen that before in plenty of cases, where at first they were influencing you to go this way, and then a Mason or somebody talked to them, and then all of a sudden they're going this way. And so I thank you for watching. I hope you like this. I literally made 3 videos, and somehow my phone deleted. I literally made 2. I made one long ass video that was like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was poof out of my phone. And then I made another one, and then it just cut off in the middle of it. And then this one, so I'm hoping this will work. The first 2 were super bomb, and so by now it's like I'm just repeating what I said in the first 2, and not even all of what I said. Of course, I can't remember all of what I said, but I think that was their goal. And I don't know why they're controlling my phone. They usually just be controlling, YouTube or Facebook or something, like while you're live. But no, this is happening. I'm recording and in my own home right now on my device, and this is happening. This is what they do to the woke black womb. They want to silence her because they know what she got to say is real as hell. It's real as hell, and they scared as hell. But they living in hell, so join the club. So join the club. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a dope day. Peace out.